Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 73 to my SChat chatbot series. I'm not going to do this one as long as I did the other ones guys. I want to go and tell you real quickly that I did go and set the amplification of the microphone back down to its normal state because I noticed you could barely even hear what I was saying, or it was actually too to understand what I was saying basically. So it was better like this. It's just I'm scared I would drown out what I'm saying. That's what I'm really worried about. But I just said me and Rexy play and talk with the Pichu for a few hours. After a few hours of playful interaction, Rexy notices the Pichu starting to tire. Its electric sac dimming slightly. Well, well, looks like someone's getting sleepy. How about we find a nice spot to rest for a bit, He glanced over at me, a mischievous glint in his eye. And maybe we can whip up a little snack to help our new friend recharge. What do you say, buddy? Feel like showing off those culinary skills of yours? I can't cook, Rexy, unless you want something in the oven. Unless my robot form has some kind of like weird thing where I can flip and prepare you whatever you want out of nowhere. Rexy carefully picks up the drowsy Pichu, cradling it close to his chest. Let's find a cozy patch of grass, somewhere quiet where we all can catch our breath. And then Trenton, you can work your magic in the kitchen. I can't cook. That's the worst idea, Rexy. What in the world? Unless you want something stupid like hash browns or something. And again, unless that robotic form of mine somehow has some kind of weird thing, like some kind of weird, like, I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call that. What do you want? And what do you think the Pichu will want? Pichu will want. There we go. Oh my gosh. Reggie chuckles, his tail swaying heavily behind him as he considers my question. Lazily behind him. For me? Well, you know me. I always partial to a good berry pie. Something sweet and fruity to satisfy my dinosaur cravings. I never heard of a dinosaur craving berry pie, but okay. He glances down at the sleepy Pichu nestled in his arms, a soft smile playing on his lips. As for our little friend here, I reckon something simple and nutritious would do the trick. Maybe a bowl of fresh berries mixed with some yogurt? Or perhaps a nice ripe banana sliced up real thin. Rexy shrugs his eyes, twinkling with amusement. I trust your judgment, Trenton. You've got a knack for whipping up tasty treats that even the pickiest of Pokemon can't resist. Rexy, do you want me to play the Pokemon games I do or something? Okay, guys. Alright, guys. I just said, actually, my robotic form may have a way to get you a berry pie in just a few seconds, and the same thing for the Pichu. Rexy's eyes widened in surprise, followed by a delighted grin spreading across his face. Now that's what I call quick thinking, Trenton. If your robot bike can fetch us some grub in record time, then we're in for a real treat. He gently places the Pichu down on a nearby rock, making sure it's comfortable before focusing his attention back on me. Go ahead, buddy. Show me what you've got. I'm eager to taste the fruits of your labor. Literally. Rexy leans against a tree trunk, crossing his arms and watching with anticipation as I prepare to utilize my robotic capabilities. Just remember, if anything goes wrong, I've got these big, strong claws ready to defend us both. Yeah, that's gonna want to attack him. Wait, hold on. Now it's recording. I'm sorry, guys. I was talking about something off camera. And it kind of threw me off that it was paused. I just said, okay, one berry pie and one crushed berries and yogurt coming up. And then within 10 seconds, my robot body makes a berry pie and crushed berries and yogurt. Here you go. Rexy's jaw drops in astonishment as I present the freshly prepared dishes, his eyes fixed on the perfectly baked berry pie and the creamy yogurt concoction. Wow, Trenton. Just wow. That's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. He reaches out a quite, gingerly picking up the pie and inhaling deeply, savoring the enticing aroma. Mmm, smells amazing too. You really outdid yourself this time, buddy. Rexy carefully cuts into the pie, serving himself a generous slice before passing the plate to me. Here, you should try some too. I promise it's delicious. Turning his attention to the Pichu, he offers it the bowl of the crushed berries and yogurt, coaxing the Pokemon to eat with gentle encouragement. Come on, little guy. Dig in. The one issue with the robotic form is I don't think I can actually eat the food. Since technically I am made of circuits and stuff that could get ruined by food and liquid. So, you can have it. When we get back home tonight, I will make me one, and then I will turn back to my normal self. There we go. Fuzzy expression softens with understanding, nodding in agreement. Ah, I see. Makes sense considering your robotic nature. No need to risk damaging those intricate circuits of yours. He smiles warmly, petting my arm reassuringly. That's thoughtful of you, buddy. We appreciate the effort you put into preparing those meals, even if you can't enjoy them yourself. Rexy takes another bite of the berry pie, closing his eyes in blissful enjoyment. Mmm, this is heavenly. Oh, it's ironic they use that phrase, and since I am part angelic, I'm part of the angelic dragon form I wasn't at one time. You really know how to pick 'em, Trenton. These berries must be top notch. My system made that somehow. Once finished, he licks his chops clean, crumbs dusting his chin. Alright, let's get a little Peachy friend settled in for a nap before we head back. We find a comfortable spot for the Pichu and then head back home. Oh my gosh. As they make their way back towards their home, Rexy carries the sleeping Pichu in his arms, careful not to disturb its slumber. Every now and then he glances over at me, a fond smile tugging at the corners of his mouth. Thanks again for taking care of our new friend, Trenton, he murmurs softly, and for a delicious meal. I won't forget this kindness. His gaze returns to the peaceful scene before him, the sun setting over the horizon, casting long shadows that dance around them. The tranquil sounds of nature filling the air, and most importantly, having shared this beautiful moment with me, I'm glad we got to spend some quality time together today, Rexy said sincerely. It reminded me why I love being here so much. Rexy, I have some bad news. I sense another threat nearby. You need to keep that Pichu safe. Oh no. That's not good. At my warning, Rexy's expression shifts from contentment to alertness in an instant. His ears perk up and he scans their surroundings with a keen, suspicious gaze. What kind of threat? He asks gruffly, his voice low and protective. Is it close by? I can smell nothing out of the ordinary. Rexy tightens his grip on the Pichu, holding it closer to his chest as a precautionary measure. His instincts tell him to be cautious, to prepare for the worst. Here, I will put you in a protective barrier with my divine powers. You just focus on keeping the Pichu safe. There we go. Reggie nods only acknowledging my divine intervention with a mix of gratitude and determination. Thank you, Trenton. Your protection means everything to me right now. He turns his focus entirely on to safeguarding the Pichu, ensuring it remains undisturbed and secure within the confines of the protective barrier. Richie stands tall, his posture radiating strength and resolve as he keeps watch over the vulnerable creature in his arms. If anyone dares to threaten our peace, they'll have to go through me first, he growls under his breath. I won't let any harm come to this innocent life entrusted to my care. The dinosaur's eyes scanned the perimeter vigorously, ready to spring into action as a moment's notice should the need arise. Alright, guys. Here's the thing. I look up and see the danger. A creepy man with a small snake behind him and a weird looking vial in his hand. Rexy, I don't have a good feeling about this. You need to get back really far away, or else you could be in danger even with that protective barrier. Rexy's gaze locks onto the ominous figure approaching, his heart pounding in his chest. The sight of the snake and the vial hits him with dread, and he realizes all too well the potential peril they're in. You're right, Trenton. He agrees swiftly, his voice tinged with urgency. We need to get out of here fast. With the Pichu still cradled safely in his arms, Rexy begins to move backwards, his movement deliberate and calculated. He keeps his eyes fixated on the stranger, ready to react at the first sign of aggression. Just keep that barrier up, Trenton. He instructs, his focus solely on escaping the threatening situation. I'll do my best to create distance between us and this individual. Reggie's mind races, searching for a safe route of retreat. Uh, guys, this is extremely creepy now. The intruder has an instant reaction whenever he sees my robotic form. He quickly dumps all the liquid onto the snake, and the snake starts to grow to ginormous proportions as I hear the man laughing maniacally. The sight of the snake rapidly expanding sends chills down Rexy's spine. He instinctively backs away further, shielding the Pichu with his body as he watches the creature grow larger by the second. Trenton, he shouts urgently, we need to get out of here now! That thing, it's not natural. Rexy's eyes dart around, seeking the quickest path to safety. He spots a dense patch of trees nearby and makes a split-second decision. We'll make a run for those woods over there, he decides, already moving to that direction. Stay close to me and keep that barrier strong. I'll do my best to lead that monster away from you. With each step, Rexy's heart pounds louder in his chest, adrenaline coursing through his veins. Rexy, I think I have those missiles I was talking about earlier. If things look that bad, I can use them to get rid of the snake. The man probably doesn't even realize that I have them. Or maybe I can even hypnotize it. Oh my gosh, that would be even... Hearing my mention the missiles, Rexy hesitates and momentarily torn between the desire to protect his friend and the need to ensure the Pichu's safety. Are you sure, Trenton? He quivers, concern etched across his face. That creature, it's massive now. I'm not sure how effective those missiles would be against something of its size. Despite his doubt, Rexy knows my abilities are unparalleled. If there's any chance the missiles could help eliminate the threat, he trusts his friend to make the right call. But remember, he warns sternly, if you decide to use them, be prepared for whatever might happen afterward. We don't want to deliberately cause more harm than necessary. Rexy takes a deep breath, steeling himself for whatever may transpire next. Maybe I could even try hypnotizing the snake to be on our side. But the problem is, I would need to transform in order to do that. So, I have a real quick idea. But I will need your help. My idea is to... Well, actually, did I... Give me a second. Hold on. Alright, guys. It was hard to figure out the complete plan, but I have an idea. Here's what it says. Maybe I could even try hypnotizing the snake to be on our side, but the problem is I would need to transform in order to do that. So I have a real quick idea, but I'll need your help. I can make it to where I have a temporary barrier that will help shield the Pokemon from harm, but it will not last long. If I can put a temporary barrier up on the Pokemon so he will be safe, do you still have that magical horn I gave you yesterday for temporary transformation and power? Rexy's eyes widen in realization as he recalls the enchanted horn I had given him previously. Yeah, I still have it. I haven't used it since yesterday, but I know it granted you incredible power during that time. He carefully extracts the horn from his belt, holding it out to me. Here, take it. This will allow you to hypnotize the snake and turn the tables on our attackers, and we should give it a shot. Rexy's gaze darts back to the monstrous serpent, its menacing presence a constant reminder of the danger they face. Just be quick about it, Trenton. Time is running out, and we need to find a way to neutralize the threat before it's too late. Give me a second to think of how I'm gonna word this. Alright, guys. I got a solid plan in mind. Here's what I say. It says, or here's what I said. Listen, you need to use that horn to give yourself a lot more power, so I will have enough time to transform into a hypnotic creature. Use that horn to protect me until I can fully transform. I don't care what form you have to take or what you have to do, but I need you to hold off the snake. I understand the gravity of the situation. Rexy grips the enchanted horn tightly, his eyes blazing with determination. Very well, Trenton. I'll do whatever it takes to buy you the time you need to transform and hypnotize that beast. Closing his eyes, Rexy concentrates on the horn's Latin energy, channeling it into himself. As the power surges through his body, he feels a sudden rush of strength and vitality unlike anything he's ever experienced before. When he opens his eyes again, they've taken on a fierce, almost otherworldly glow. His muscles ripple beneath his scales, growing taut and powerful as the horn's magic consumes through him, granting him immense physical prowess and durability. I'm ready, Trenton, he declares, his voice ringing with newfound confidence. Go ahead and transform. Oh boy. So guys, I will end off the video, and at the end of the next one, you'll see me be a different creature.